Hello, and welcome to the weekly energy show, Inklings with Irena, connecting you to your intuitive guidance system. I'm so excited to join you today and talk about how to make the invisible world visible. And if we haven't met yet, my name is Irena Miller. I'm what I call an energy alchemist. I create very unique, specific energy practices using a variety of both sacred, ancient and modern sacred practices that I put together for visionary empaths. And I want to specifically talk with you about the world that is all around us, but we're missing out on. This conversation came up when I was in a Done For You energy session with one of my clients, and she's a marketer. And we were talking about things that we just don't see. And marketers talk about something particularly called selective sight. Energy healers know about this too. There are simply things that we don't see. And one of the big reasons for this is survival. The brain uses a ton of calories to process all that incoming data. So in order to survive and to be the most energy efficient, what the mind does is that it processes out what isn't part of maybe a regular pattern that we're used to seeing or a frame of reference. But that can really hold us back in life, and it can actually end up costing us money, time, energy in other ways. Maybe you yourself have had that moment where you said, oh, I can't believe I missed that. It just simply slipped through the cracks. It could be just that your mind is overloaded because you've fallen into this automatic routine, and anything that's different is invisible. You're just not seeing it. It might be out of the ordinary. So I want to talk about what energy alchemists do, because energy alchemists know that everything is made up of energy, and just because we can't see it, touch it, taste it, feel it, or smell it doesn't mean it exists. Doesn't exist. So for example, take radio waves, microwaves, the frequencies that cell phone towers give off. Those things are all around us. Just because we can't see it or feel it doesn't mean it doesn't exist, and it doesn't mean that it doesn't have an effect on us. Energy alchemists are aware of that. So they begin as an energy alchemist to figure out, where are those energy leaks happening? How is that incoming energy affecting me? They build new neural pathways, and they use what I'm going to share with you, this triple M energy recipe, to make the invisible world visible, to know how it's impacting them, so they can still save energy and be the most efficient with it, not waste it, but also be able to see the things that are all around. Because nose blindness, if you've heard of that phrase, I know Procter & Gamble spoke about that when they were talking about coming into someone's house, and each house has a unique smell, but sometimes because we live there, we can't smell it, we're desensitized to it. Sometimes what energy alchemists realize is that we need that extra guidance, that extra help with seeing. So that's why I've created this special energy recipe just for you. And it's called the Triple M energy recipe on how to make the invisible world visible. And the first part of this is meditate, which might sound completely frustrating. Myself, like you know, when I first heard the word meditate, I thought, there's no way I can sit still and go humana, humana, humana. Meditation comes in many different forms. Let me know in the comments below if you like to meditate, or if you're just like, no, not for me. The main goal of meditation is to get rid of all that static noise in the mind. That is wasting so much energy. All this data coming in, all this noise, all this information. That's why we have to try to just go into that selective sight, but that hurts us. So a meditative practice, what energy alchemists know, is that creates a calmness in the mind. It helps create a coherence so we can think and be focused, have clarity, instead of all this like static noise from a radio channel that isn't quite tuned in. The second part of this recipe is making believe. If you can't imagine it, you can't create it. And imagination is a muscle that needs to be worked. It can atrophy very quickly. How many times have we declared a task impossible before we've even begun it? Just because we haven't done it, or maybe past frames of reference say, oh, that'd never be possible. Well, maybe today in this moment it would. So take, for example, I love the story of the elephant. At the same time, it's very, very heartbreaking in the sense they take these little baby elephants, or did in the past, and they would train them to stay in one particular area by attaching a string to a stake in the ground. And the baby elephant knew, okay, I can only walk this far in this particular circle. And as that baby elephant grew, it just knew, oh, well, I'm stuck here. Because as a baby elephant, they couldn't tug that stake out of the ground. But when they grow into adult form, and they are so strong, their trunk is strong enough to rip a tree out by the roots from the ground, a little stake, that'd be nothing. But they don't realize it. Their frame of reference says, oh, I can't do that. How many of us have those types of beliefs in our field, our mind, our being, that says, oh, you can't do that. But in today's world, right now, in current time, you have the strength for it. You have the skills, you have the resources. Maybe not 5, 15, 20 years ago, but today, yes. So a little bit of make-believe, a little bit of imagination helps break down those old barriers and walls that would have blocked you from seeing what was invisible right in front of your nose all the time. You could have walked away at any moment. The last thing is move. So you've brought coherence to the mind. You have that clarity of thought. You've played with the imagination muscle a little bit, that suspension of disbelief. That's where this next M comes in. Once you've done those first two, I want to invite you to engage with the unseen world. And what do I mean by that? Well, what if you had a guardian angel? And I do believe we have guardian angels, at least two. Everybody has at least two. And what if you in the morning decided, you know what, I am going to just talk with my guardian angel and ask them to watch over me today, to ask them to help guide me in making the right decisions, and if I go off, down the wrong trail, that they gently guide me back. What if you played with that a little bit, that suspension of disbelief, or even that imagination of what would it be like to talk to your guardian angel? How would you do that? What's their name? Because the reason for this is when we bring that engagement and we create a dynamic experience, movement. With energy, energy, it's constantly moving. If something is stagnant, that leads to not so great things. Stagnancy is usually death. It's inactivity. We're alive. So in order to feel and see and sense this invisible world that's all around you, it's important to bring your senses back online, to move from that desensitized experience of nose blindness, let's say, not being able to smell the stinky smells in your own home, into all of a sudden realizing, oh, wow, you know what? I've got this whole world of possibilities right in front of me. I don't have to live like I was living in this small little container. All of a sudden the world opens up. And this is what I'm so excited to do, is help be that guide and help teach and show, to be the way shower and say, hey, did you see this over here? It might have been invisible once before, but look at it in this way. Can you see it now? If this has brought up more questions and answers for you, then definitely click the link above or below. I love to continue this conversation, but I invite you on this journey, take some time to simply sit in the quiet. A little bit of meditation, doesn't have to be for long. Give yourself that make-believe moment, work out that imagination muscle, and then finally bring some movement into your world. Begin to engage with some of these playful ideas and experiences, like talking to your guardian angel. All right, I'll catch you all on the flip side. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you later. Bye, guys.